Friday night. As you might have caught by the title, my eyes have been dilated, so this could be doubly amusing. Triply amusing. It could be extremely... Well, it could be more fun than normal. Oh, and we have the lovely and talented and very fertile Christina.
I'm a bit sniffy tonight. I apologize.
That's okay, I really can't see. In fact, I can see less than I normally can. So it's all going to work out really well.
So you're extra hard of seeing today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm currently...
Let's see if you can be extra hard of seeing and still manage to not get locked in a room with 4 corners.
I think that... I can't tell for sure because I think your microphone's far away, but I think you may...
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It was picking you up, but there was like an echo to it, so I figured either it was your headset or...
I was too far away.
You're too far away.
Mm-hmm.
The answer to your question is yes, as long as I don't do any heavy lifting.
Okay.
All right.
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
I needed that peace of mind.
Yeah, I've kind of figured. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm currently AFK tanking. I should say that your camera is currently pointed down at your lovely breasts. More than your face. That's okay. I like it.
They leave the cats alone.
Wait a minute, what's going on here?
I got scared. I got scared.
I think that'll do it.
I have not heard anything at all from Zach. So I'm not sure if we're seeing Zach tonight or not.
Yeah, and I may have to... I have...
And you're early. So yeah.
What?
And you have to boot pretty early.
Well, I haven't packed yet or done laundry.
Oh.
And I have to do the Thanksgiving food drive tomorrow from 12 to 2. And then
It's a long day.
and I have to drop the dog off before I do that so that I can meet Kristen at the post office so she can bring me to the airport at 3. So I have like a whole bunch. I'm going to have to get up at like 7 and like try to do everything at once. The bonus here, however, is that I generally don't need a lot of clothes when I go to your house. So...
Well, this is true. Yeah. And plus, what you need, you tend to take. And that also works for me. I don't know where that dude is going. Anyhow, I'm getting just a bit of money before we head in for the night.
Okay. We did a little bit of conflict resolution earlier this evening, which was fun.
Was it something internal? Like from inside the house itself, or were there external forces at play?
There were external forces at play, for sure. Yeah. There was actually internal... There was an internal miss in the sense that someone left their brother again.
Oh, goodness.
What? What big box from the stairs? Oh, I think William can move that. I think it's empty. Um, but on the other hand, the reasoning for why things escalated was perfectly defensible on this side, and the argument for why it escalated was agreed on one side and not on the other. So there was quite a bit of back and forth around it, and I basically said, I'm not going after my kids for this. I'm not hearing that anything that was said was wrong. So,
Well, you'll have to fill me in tomorrow.
yeah. I was more concerned just that just stick by him sometime, It'd mean the world to him.
Yeah. Goodness.
But I guess that always seems less fun.
Go on, buddy.
You brushed your teeth yet, miss? Can you go do that, please? William, have you brushed yours? Please go brush your teeth. They will rot out of your head if you don't take care of them. Remember that picture I showed you about what happens if you don't take care of your teeth properly? Yep. That could be you if you don't take the right steps. I'm not showing you it again. William.
Whose teeth is that?
Some anonymous kid who didn't brush well enough. Which is why y'all need a brush.
I wanna see.
Mm-hmm.
Whose kid is that?
Listen, it's not about whose kid it is, all right? It's that it's not going to be my kid. So go brush your teeth, you two. Please.
If you don't know that, I won't yet.
You are too vain to let that happen to yourself. Mm-hmm.
Actually, brush my. Or do I?
Oh,
You know it's serious when it starts with a listen.
no. Why he? You're not wrong, but still, you have to call me out on my parenting caveats.
Listen.
Poor dental hygiene doesn't happen on my watch. The conversation we have in the mornings. Dental hygiene is not an optional thing.
Why are you transparent?
Because I have my invisibility cloak going. My Arctic fog.
Are you skiing again?
No.
Oh.
I'd be swaying if I was skiing.
I know, that's why I'm like, are you setting up to ski or... Yeah, I wasn't sure.
That's probably, now that you mention it, where I should be headed right now, though.
Is there like a badge you can get for that, or...?
For skiing?
Yeah.
I think only if you get, like, in a certain range.
Alright, I'm like 5 minutes from done here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. One of the things I find super amusing is cruising around Pocket D and listening to the cheesy pickup lines that the NPCs give people. I really do enjoy it. The one I just walked by was, "You must be from heaven because you dance like an angel."
Ooh, a purple recipe.
Did you just say recipe?
I don't think so.
Are you hunting rabbits?
It's not recipe season that I'm aware of. Just want to figure out too if we don't have Zach going. I don't know if we're. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Hello?
Alright. See, I moved the microphone and temporarily disconnected my USB.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it goes. So, as I was saying, we'll have to figure out what to do because the two of us are not well designed to run without a tanker at this point. I figure I've been so busy kind of background pimping out my character that I was running out of money for her, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But really, Sinestro, what kind of stretch does it take?
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, that would be implied bias, I think, according to the DEI training. You can't presume that someone is a sinister person just because they have a sinister name.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is if I ran up to like a Charles Stinky Butt, I couldn't assume based on the name that certain things about Charles were true. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That would be an unfair bias implication.
I think I leveled in there somewhere. I don't know what level I currently am.
You know, I fixed my sound settings the other day and now I can't get them back.
The ones for the game?
Yep.
You had the volume way down in the game.
Yeah, but still.
No, I don't know. I mean, you fixed it before. You can fix it again.
Yeah, I just don't remember what the setting was.
So I've been kind of peripherally catching what's been happening on Twitter.
Yeah.
And Musk is just like homerically trolling everybody on there. It's like it's his
Yeah.
only job to do it, is just to simply continue to make things that are provocative statements on there. so that people lose their minds. And everybody's saying, yeah, you know what, you lost all of your stuff and the advertisers are pulling out and blah, blah, blah. But I'm thinking to myself, if I was, say, a multi-billionaire, but no, let's just say, if I'm not that, let's just say that I buy a business,
Mm-hmm.
and that business ends up losing money. What do I do about that? From a tax
Write it off for
perspective?
taxes.
Exactly. Could
Oh,
you
he
imagine?
can write this off as a massive acquisition loss.
Could you imagine how much he could write off in taxes?
Oh goodness. Huh. Good night, Liv. She turned the lights off for me. It'll be easier for her once I move everything to the basement.
Yeah. Is she a light sleeper?
Yeah, she and I sleep about the same. That's why we're the two that let the dog out. We both wake up when we hear the jingle. And I mean, we're his favorites, but we don't talk about that.
I mean, you say that, but when's the last time he offered you a pine cone and then made a weird face?
Or he smiled at me. Yeah. I know. It would have been, I don't know, a couple days ago. I had to take a pine cone away from him.
He didn't give it to you, that was a gift. And then wait for you to say
No.
something about it.
It was not a gift. It was, yeah. And he's chased several leaves.
Hey, I gotta turn the heat off, it's warm in here. I have a little heater on over there. Alright. I'm down to my last, group here. Apparently there's another server out there other than well, there's a couple more than Homecoming. There's Thunder Spies, one of them.
Yeah. They're shards though, aren't they? Like not necessarily like.
Well, they have their own logins and
Yeah.
and all that. But there's also one called We Have Cake, which I thought for some reason you'd be interested in.
There might be a battle behind me, so if you see me get up midstream, that's why. Shoot.
Like a pet battle?
Yeah. There's a fight over the fire.
Mm.
So I made a fire tonight because it's cold. It's like in the 20s, high 20s tonight, and I made a fire. So you remember I told you how much Charlie liked the fire the other night.
So,
Do you know who else likes the fire? It's the cats.
Bruce Springsteen?
Thanks.
No, it's not Bruce Springsteen. It's Billy Joel. But he didn't start the fire.
Yeah. So, needless to say, the cats are trying to claim their spot, and whenever Charles gets too close, they get a bit upset. It's almost like I've got, Charles Barkley on one hand and then the ladies of San Antonio on the other. Just expressing their dislike.
I saw one of those poorly worded sign things online, which reminded me of my Guinness Book of World Records record. It was a sign to fight children with diabetes. It was a fundraiser. Something about donate and then fight children with diabetes. I'm thinking, wow, that'd be really freaking easy because they don't really heal that fast. Alright, I am done. Let me sell my stuff.
Oh, shoot. I have to do something.
Okay.
I did not, after speaking to you, complete my health insurance enrollment, which is due at midnight.
Oh, yeah, why don't you take care of it?
Yeah. It's loading as I gee my way around.
Oh, that price
By
has
the
gone
time
down a lot.
by the time the computer boots, I'll be down the hill. It's a Dell, you know. It's a company Dell, no less. So
Like
you know how that
I was
is.
gonna say like the singer. No.
Oh. It's a horrible time. Horrible time.
Oh, I did. Look at that. All right. Salvage.
I got like that harsh reminder today at work where I was talking about my frustration with a task I was doing and how frustrated I was because of how it was going to reflect, and I said, this is like my project and my list, and they said that's your my manager said that's your mistake. Is you're saying yours. It's not yours. None of this is yours. The budget isn't yours, the event isn't yours, and the outcome isn't yours. You don't own anything. It's the company's. I've thought about that because it was one of those things where I was being super anal retentive because I wanted things to be a certain way. And they obviously weren't going to be.
Well, the good news is next time you have a review and he says, well, we're not going to give you any raises, you can say, well, you don't have to worry about it because it isn't your budget. It's the company's budget, so you can give me whatever raise you need to give me right now in order to keep me. It's not your budget. It's not your people. I'm not one of your people. I'm the company's people. What do I have for money? 21 million. All right. Oh, look at that.
All right. I'm going to put $2,000 aside for childcare right now.
20 million. Bonk. All right.
Review. Life insurance. I never do that one. I always do the max one.
It's really bright behind me, isn't it? Super bright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There we go. better. We can try with the stuff we have. Pardon me. I mean, I also have Boulder Head, which is hanging out right at that same level. And Coupe de Grace. E. I'll make it work.
What? All right. If anything happens, I'm currently insured for 6 times my salary, which is more than I'm really worth financially, but that's okay.
What to do in the meantime while you're doing that? Let me see.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
There's no rush. Let me see. Mastermind. Nah. Maybe. Bio armor, street justice. Interesting. I don't remember making that character. Oh, I know. Here we go. Pardon me. Pardon me.
My insurance plan's only going to cost me $373 every 2 weeks. That'll be fine. Ah,
Yeah, there's a reason I said no.
oh no, it's fine. Everything's gone up about 20%.
It more than doubles with that plan. It's like another 140% more.
Well, part of it is I dumped $2,000 into childcare, which I had taken off because I haven't had to really use it. I've only had to do like summer camp a week for each kid. So I added that back in because it makes daycare tax free. So, mother clucker. I remember when you made this one. Okay.
Where does this go to here? Oh, that's interesting. You can't actually make it there on one jump. Start your run. Wait, what? Race complete. I didn't even leave. Let me try this again. How do you restart your race?
Kind of can't.
Oh, I restarted. I figured the little chicken claws might help. Oof.
Alright. That's done.
Oh, I took the wrong exit.
Sorry for the delay, everyone.
What's been your best time down here so far?
Ugh. Ever or today?
It doesn't matter.
Ever has been like 1 minute and 43 seconds. Which is still a horrible time considering all the other ones.
Is there just an abominable snowman over there?
Yep.
How did it take you? Okay. I took a wrong turn and then with 146. Basically, I restarted. Okay. Let me get back.
Ah, jeez.
If you can actually fly to pocket D. It's like just right over there.
You gotta find the door.
I know, but I'm just thinking pocket D is like right there. I'm right here.
I tried that before. It won't let you in.
There's like
I even tried to see. I tried to see if the truck. You know how you can usually go in the
Yeah.
back of the truck.
Mhm.
It wouldn't let me in either.
Oh, you can't get close to the building.
No.
It's this one. I hear German music. Okay, this is not the right way.
Oh, neat. You can go to the little elf guy, and he's got all kinds of recipes you can use the candy canes for.
Or you can just sell them because the candy canes go for like billions of dollars.
Yeah, but we'd have to do all the Christmas missions, right?
Unless you still have candy canes.
No, I sold those a long time ago. You sounded like War Witch for a second.
They have the that little Christmas zone all jazzed up. Got the lights out. Got a Christmas tree in the middle of the lake.
All right. What are we doing here, Mr. B? Are we being naughty or nice?
I assume naughty. I have the red lights on. Don't have much of a choice at this point.
Red light specials.
Red light district.
Have you ever been to the red light district in Paris?
Have I? No, I've never been to Paris.
Really?
No.
Huh. I didn't think there was a place I'd gone that you hadn't been.
No, in fact, this should have been a giveaway when I said, oh, I've never been to Paris. When you asked me about that a couple years ago. And then he said, really? You should probably go. And I'm surprised that I've been someplace that you haven't been.
Yeah, it sounds about right. At least I'm consistent.
You are consistent. No, I've been to Amsterdam. I've been to the UK. I've been to Germany. I've been to Austria.
So you've made the rounds of the places with good beer.
Well, I mean, sort of. I mean, it's you go to Germany, and anywhere in Germany is probably gonna have pretty good beer. I'm not a big fan of the stuff that they sell in the UK, though.
I don't know where you are.
I just logged out to get a different character.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
I could do really annoying demon summoning.
I can't hear it, so that's fine.
I don't think he's all that decked out. They're very strong, though. All right, well, let's give it a shot. Well, I'm in the same spot that I'm always in. But I need to I need to turn evil, so hold on a second.
I'll wait for you by Null the Gull.
I'm currently hovering next to him. What do you do? Change my alignment. Sure, make me a villain. All right. What do you want to do?
You. But for tonight, since that's a tomorrow option, we can
I'm new to this side, so I don't
fabulous.
really have any... Oh, I guess I have a Doc Buzzsaw mission. How did I get this?
And I've got Ricky Warzone setting up. No, we can do that. We can do retrieve Dr. Pearson Sharkhead. Sure.
Why is it level 40?
Because I'm 41.
That's my mission, though. I'm 42.
Je ne sais pas.
Gonna be
You must have...
pretty easy. I just got it.
Okay.
It may be hard capped at 40.
Well, maybe it'll be easy enough for your heart of seeing self today to not feel like you're struggling.
Well, I mean...
We'll schmuck everything. Schmuck them.
I'm a mastermind, so I really, it's not like I'm doing a whole lot. Get in the truck. Get in the truck. What is up here?
Did you have any surprises today other than me dropping your call in the hallway?
I don't know what that means.
Well,
something supposed to
okay.
happen?
No. But I was betting on 5 pounds, and we were not 5 pounds. We were...
I mean, technically, it was 5 pounds.
Yeah, but it was 5 pounds 9 ounces.
That's still 5 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, I'm all set. Oh, apparently we're going. Let me get Dark Fluffy in here.
We could have just increased the difficulty of the mission before we went in, couldn't we?
I don't... Well, maybe. I mean, I think I'm 0-0 right now, but... Normally, it adjusts the level to your level. We're probably going to... I remember this mission. We're probably going to take these guys out along the way here.
Yeah.
Heal, I have fearsome stare. Oh, I'm not running this currently. There we go.
Well, Kimmy looked at the numbers, and her first response was, "Oh, he's chunky." Junkie. Which I've never had a like sweet chubby baby. I always had little skinny babies. So it's kind of exciting. Be all squishy.
Roll the Vikings, as they say.
Yeah, that was the comment from Isabel. She said she was the smallest in her whole family at just under 9 pounds. Everyone else was bigger.
Is Dark Fluffy still around? Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, he's back here by me.
He does most of my healing. Oh, this place. We died here.
Yeah, we did.
There's this big room coming up
Yep.
that you ran into the middle of and got sniped in the middle of it.
Yeah. Sounds very Christina-like.
From the balcony. Yeah. And I jumped up to try to save you and I died on the balcony.
Oh, you shouldn't try to save me.
You know? You're right.
Which floor are you on? Am I on the right floor as you?
Yeah, you're right behind me.
Okay.
It's a little chaotic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of what's going on.
It's actually probably easier with the thugs. So there's going to be some stuff over the top of your head. It's going to start shooting down.
Keep losing my mouse.
All right. To go upstairs.
I wonder if I can find a place where I can buy a pool noodle this time of year.
I'm guessing Amazon. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, but it's. I don't know how much they'll charge me for that.
For a pool noodle, probably like $2.
I need to make a bumper on the front of my desk. Gotten if I'm actively playing, I start leaning forward and I start getting protests. And I think it's because it's a sharp edge.
Somebody in here.
But the person we need to save is right here. Where you going?
I don't know. Oh. We both have to turn up our stealth, I think. We both have stealth. Well, looks like she's on you.
Yeah, but only you can talk to her, so you need to talk to her
I
first.
got it. I got it. Yeah.
Escape.
Okay, did she follow? Yeah, she followed you. All right. We got attacked like before, right around this corner as well. Oh, looks like there's nobody there. There's a lot of visual clutter. I think maybe I'll change it up for somebody else.
Yeah.
I think she has to do this. There we go. They do a really good job, though. I mean, granted, we're fighting green stuff, but they're very effective. She's right behind you. Yeah, I think I'll grab Squalid. Squalid's really easy. We basically have a tanker with what's his name? Cornbread. Alright. Long range teleporter. Back a D.
All right, I'm gonna run to the restroom while you sort that one out.
Okay. Peregrine Island. What did I buy? Gravitational anchor. Sure. What did I buy it for? Overwhelming force. I have no idea. Oh. This goes here. Alright, so pull this one out. Slot that in. And then open up. Yes, discard. Controller, Earth Control, Storm Summoning. Do I have Squalid in here? I do not. Let's see what we got here. That does not look right. Open. Fargan Fumio. Mastermind. Possible Stone. Savage Shield. Squalid. Here we go. Alright. Where does this go? Stone cages. Oh, okay. Nope, not right. Weave, no. Freezing rain, no. Hover is not done. Maneuvers, no. Dynamite stone is done. What was I buying gravitational anchor for? I'm very curious. Freezing rain has not even started. Oh, wait a minute. Stone cages? Oh. Recharge. Okay, I see it. Recharge accuracy. Got it. So that goes up there. And don't have a place for force feedback. I don't think I do. Oh, we'll just keep that one. Alright, so I need tornado. 3 million. I could probably afford it. Tuned. Knockback. Sun acceleration. Knockback to knockdown. 4 million. So close to having it.
You need some money? I guess I need some money.
No, it's okay. I have like 50,000 waiting in the mail, but I don't want to use it. But I think I'm gonna have to. Or I'll just do that after we actually run the missions. There, I'll do that. Okay, I'm heading to Pocket D.
I picked something up that is such an anathema to you that I'm like ashamed to tell you what it is.
Is it Calicorn?
No. But you know how you have that thing about how things should just be what they are?
Yeah.
And not other flavors of what they are.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, they're, take a deep breath and try not to judge me, because these were a kid request. They're pumpkin spice Pepperidge Farm goldfish. Now, I know your thoughts on this. Hi, Kimmy. Yes, we are very round today.
All right. Why don't we run your missions because I'm level 50.
Okay.
What's that? Freezing rain, tornado. Lightning storm. Yeah, whatever you want to run for missions. If we want to have to go to Rick D. Warzone, that's fine.
That's blue side. We are red.
Yeah.
Is squalid blue or red?
Well, red now. I just changed. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to team up.
Gotcha. But yeah, I needed to take my vitamins because I'd forgotten. And if I don't have something in my stomach at the same time, they make me feel icky. And it's like, there's a nice light snack that will disgust my partner on multiple levels.
Nope.
I don't don't even know how to get to the Ricty War Zone.
You know, it's got to be off one of these zones. I'm thinking we start with Port Oaks and work our way around. Yeah, that's you know, I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Yeah. And you know, the sad part is I think you actually like original goldfish.
Not
No?
anymore. Not anymore. No, no. I'm done with them.
No. Well, what happened?
They made that choice. All right. Let's see. We've got. Nope, I don't see it here.
Can we get to Ricty War Zone from Ouroboros?
I didn't see anything there for it. I was gonna pop my head down into the ferries, like right down here.
Yeah. Oh, is there a tunnel corp?
Probably, but I don't know if you can get there from there either. I'll check out Cap and see what's there.
This is such a main thing. You can't get there from here.
Not a lie. All right. Vanguard. There it goes. So it's in Cap. Looks like Cap North. I should bind Lightning Storm to my thumb button.
I know you may think it's gross, but from the motion I'm getting, baby approves.
Not mine, then. We're gonna have a discussion.
You know, there's a little bit of me in there somewhere. Somewhere.
Oh, there's 2 Ricty War Zones going on. Must be pretty busy tonight. All right. Do you have the mission selected or just a contact?
What's that?
I'll talk to. And I talk to the Vanguard. Speak with Berea. All right. Door. Gotcha. It's a square room. This could be a problem. One second, I'm gonna actually add the lightning storm to my thumb button. It's lightning storm, yeah. Button for power exec name. Lightning storm. Goodness. What was that?
I inhaled a goldfish by accident.
Alright. Let's see if we got this. One button for power exec name, lightning storm. Alright, thumb button. Boom. Alright, that works. One, check security computer, protect Lady Gray. Oh shoot, I didn't turn on dialogue. What is she saying?
You dare interrupt these security functions. Blah, blah, blah. Please, my dear, do not fret. Your Vanguard security society has gone too far and had to be corrected. It was all quite humorous, but steps had to be taken.
I saw
Now, don't...
your dismissed thing.
Yeah.
No, Con! Con! I saw that. Okay.
Gotta find freaking Lady Grey and protect her.
All right. Do you see where she is?
No.
Oh, you're shooting.
Yep.
I recall she's like down and through a room, like the shooting gallery, maybe. Not over there. Not over here. Wait. Oh.
I've just been following where I see talking.
Yeah, I have no idea where Lady Grey is.
I don't either.
You gonna be alright?
A little rough right now. I'm trying to maintain.
Oh, I think this may be it right here, actually.
Yep, I see more talking. Yep.
cornbread. Yeah, it sounds pretty rough.
I like inhaled it like up into things. And I know in your head you're silently thinking, this is what you get. Goddamn pumpkin spice. Goldfish abomination.
Nope, that's not what I was thinking at all.
Hmm.
I was thinking if you die to a frickin' pumpkin spice goldfish being wedged in your epiglottis.
That's a pretty ridiculous obituary too.
All right.
But on the plus side, I just made you my beneficiary of everything.
Oh gosh, I have actually. Mine is actually timed.
Oh, let's go.
You have to select it, I think. I didn't realize it was a timed mission before.
Who's my contact here? And you have, which one did you want? Oh, ooh. Level 50.
Yeah, you'll be level 49.
Such a contraction going.
Yeah, you were talking about how he likes them. How I'm sorry, it likes the things again.
Goldfish?
Yeah. Are you sure about that? You're absolutely sure about that?
I mean, there was some bumping and thumping going. I mean, it could have been fighting and protest instead of, thumping in joy. Oh, I walked in the room and just got slapped hard. I will say, if there was anything that I wished was slightly different about myself at this moment in time, it's that my torso was like 3 inches longer. I don't need a lot, but like 3 inches.
Would that make you 3 inches taller? Or are you just talking about ratios?
I don't even care about being taller at this point. It would just give me a little bit of space. I got feet in my ribs. Feet in my ribs and a short torso.
All right, let me get off of there. I was so busy trying to target your guy, that one that wasn't frozen.
Mm-hmm.
I just ended up rocking the guy that was already frozen. Apparently, my depth perception is not quite there.
It's okay. You're doing a great job. Huh. Oh, I completely missed that. Someone made a comment to me in chat in the game, and I just completely missed it.
You might have
He
not
said
been
it's a...
at the keyboard.
Yeah. It said a very cultured name you've got there.
All right, well, we made the time. Nice. Turn to Berea. What do you have going on for your mission? You've got rescue, capture, negotiators. I don't think. Oh, I do have a phone. Mine both look like they're street sweepers. Oh, god dang it. Are all of mine timed? Are all of Berea's missions timed?
For a lot of them, yeah. Let's do it.
Frickin' frack. Alright.
I got it.
There. Frickin' frack. Alright, next time I'm not going to actually call him. Also, Rick D. Mothership. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Moving on in. Looks like we're in the middle of a commercial. You were really hurt.
Oh, I guess I am. My bad. Didn't even notice. Oh, you got me a Vanguard merit. Thank you so much, darling.
Oh, yeah, you know, just, it's what I do. I'll get you costume pieces, I guess. Although I think we probably already get the costume pieces. I really don't know.
Mhm.
Shmoink. I think I see you. At 4 million, I probably have enough to buy that recipe. Gas those guys over there. I got a bunch of guys over here. I'll try to earthquake those guys. Set them asleep. Alright, he is down. $50-50 on this. Probably the wrong way.
Excuse me.
It's a big hit. Hit for 230 something. Not bad. Alright, so I don't see anything in here. Must be back the other way. You 42 now? Must be 42.
I think so, yeah.
This looks like a dead end. And it is.
Hmm.
Oops. What just happened there?
What do you mean?
Well, I stunned them and they were hovering like they were a gravity thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a chance for hold? Stone gauges, chance for hold. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, well, I'm not going to call the contact again because it's a trap. So we can run yours. Oh, I'm gonna get that anti-knockback. Oh wait, do I have any converters? Hold on a second. I have 8 converters. There's a merit vendor in the headquarters, isn't there? I think there
I
is.
don't know.
Oh goodness. Just about got my butt kicked there. Guessing whatever just hit me is probably what also got you coming through there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pop into HQ, get some enhancement converters, and then I'll be right back out.
You know, I have 32 of them. Do you just want some?
I have probably a couple hundred merits, so no, I'm alright. Let's see. No.
My enhancements are actually full, so.
What are you?
You just-
Oh, this is the Vanguard thing. You alright?
I got postnasal drip too on top of all of it. I'm gonna wind up in a mask at your house for the next 3 days.
Alright, I don't actually see a merit vendor. Oh, wait a minute. The merit vendor is actually a person in this one. That's right. Okay. It's a trainer. Nope. Nope, not the front rocker. Alright, here we go. I've been looking for a vending machine. It's a dude in a really ugly armor. Alright, so I need enhancement converters. We'll go 30. And then I need force feedback. I believe. Working at a crash. 400,000, we'll do that one. Forget 500,000. All right.
Who is the trainer here?
It's right next to the Lady Grey. Are you in the building?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know when you came in from the teleporter?
Mm-hmm.
Straight ahead is a Lady Grey in that group of 3. On the left is the trainer under the green circle. Alright, so force feedback, I need to convert. Out of set. Knockback. Wrong one. Let's try this again. Auto set, knockback. Okay, one more time. Auto set, knockback. Good lord. Alright, auto set. Knockback. Okay. There's only 3 different types of knockback things. There we go. Somehow I managed to get the wrong one every freaking time, right? So, inset conversion. Clear. Clear. There we go. Got it. See, that was actually not that bad. Alright. Tornado. Alright. Rescue captured negotiators.
This might be the last one for me, dear.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a little bit in distress, actually.
I'm not in distress. It's not that serious. In distress.
Well,
I sound like I need a doctor.
It wouldn't have mattered what I described it as. You would argue and disagree with whatever I assessed it at anyhow.
That is not necessarily true.
See?
How does that prove your point?
I said something, you disagree with it immediately. It's your instinct is to automatically say, no, that's not right. It's not exactly right. And then if I push you on it, you go, yeah, but it's this and this and this. I'm like, so it is exactly what I said. Well, yeah, but we've danced this way before. We've been through this. It's okay. Good. It's a hole in the ground. Excellent.
You know the song about that, right?
Yeah, the horse put his foot in the ground. I'll be right back.
That's not the song. Well,
Some big goings on up there. Uh-oh. Oh, my. My pet died somewhere in transition. Just very tanky. Alright. Is he like coming with us now?
Mm-hmm. We have 2 more negotiators and 3 diplomats to find, and then we have to defeat the fake nemesis.
I think defeating fake nemesis is part of all of it. I could be wrong. Did he get lost? Nope, he's
No.
with you now. Alright. Oh, there's another one here. Two of them. Well, who shall I play solo then?
I'm sorry, dear.
No, it's okay. I'm actually thinking out loud. Who shall I play solo? Oh, goodness. Squalled is kind of semi-pimped, like 15% pimped.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's running right past me. Woodward is not good at keeping up. You guys want some over here? You guys want some? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. There's their green, so I'm not that cool. Did we lose one somewhere? One on,
Could
like,
find one more.
one on the green top, didn't we? Did he just sod off on his own?
Maybe.
Oh, there's stuff here. Okay.
But it says rescue. It doesn't say we have to escort out yet.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe assumption. That Ricky's got his, not Ricky, Nemesis has got his, I can't be bothered shield up right now.
Oh, annoying.
Alright, you must be a
This is a
diplomat.
dead end.
This is a diplomat.
Yeah.
Boy, they just don't like these fucking dudes, do they? Alright, so you guys are gonna get a tornado up there. There we go. You just play with that for a little while. Oh, that guy has slept. How did he get slept? Oh, probably one of the dudes that's helping us. Oh, ambush? We have one diplomat left. What was a dead end? Coming back this way. So this is also a dead end. And that one branch we went all the way down, right? That was the other room.
So
Oh, there's a turn right here. Easy game. Easy game. Alright, let's get out. Huh?
You were looking at me for a second.
Oh, I looked over at the stream, then I realized I really can't see that much detail anyhow, so. It's gonna monitor it, because it's been a little screen teary when I make turns and things, so I mess with the settings and I'm not sure if I made a difference or not. I had it set for performance, and I think that might not have been the best option. I think I should have set it for quality. Not that graphically intensive of a game. Oh, I guess I could just pop back to Pocket D, couldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was very clever. I'm flying all the way back to Ricky's Warzone so I can actually use a teleporter inside the actual headquarters. Well, it was nice to
Thank
get
you.
him out again.
Thank you for playing with me for a couple hours today, my dear.
Yeah, yeah. You were on it right at like 8 o'clock, which is... I didn't know what to do. I was in the middle of farming. So, I'll close this down. Can I, how do I do this? There we go. You're still on, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, why?
Oh, I was just shutting it off of the stream.
Oh. Gotcha.
All right. Well, have fun packing.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the laundry in and go to bed after I let the dog out, and then hopefully in the morning I'll be able to pick up while things are in the dryer and then pack right after. That's the plan.
Sounds like a pretty good plan.
Yeah, I'm tired today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't do much, but I'm still tired.
I get it.
Yeah.
And you... what am I going to do for the next hour? Maybe I'll see if I can hop in with,
Power lad's on.
if I can hop in with, a Lobby here. I also thought that I had a stalker that had, psionic combat, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, no, I do. Level 35. Maybe I'll pull her in and see what's going on. All right. Well, dear, thank you for joining me. I'm going to sally forth for the next hour or so and log off myself.
Right, dear.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Well, it's just you and me now. What are we going to do? I've not played a stalker, well, ever. What are you? Oh, interesting. Never played one well. I think the only one I've ever really played to any length in time has been, well, let's get to Pocket D. And we'll slide some stuff around here. of what it actually was. Gotta say, flight is an interesting choice. I'm not sure why I took it. I do say I have teleport other, which is probably wise. I thought I also had a electric combat shield defense, because I was trying to do the double nuke teleport thing, and I'm thinking that they've really kind of taken the balls out of that quite a bit. All right, so what do we have? What are we exactly? We are not really resistant. Good, good. Oh, got good defenses. Why do we have good defenses? What's going on here? Oh, it's because we're hiding. Gotcha. What do I have for attacks? Why is mass levitate an option? I don't know. Let's see what cool thing we can do. We have a different stalker in here somewhere. No. Electric. It's a lot of berserking. Not sure. Frostbloom's still 42. Do radical radio. There's a lot of good in here, but I get really tired of the sonic attacks from a sound perspective. Or Rocket Rochelle. Let's do it up. One sold. What am I? Am I a blaster? I've already forgotten. Alright, I think I am. I am. Alright. Well, let's go blast some stuff then. We are 34. 34 be what? Independence Port? I suppose we get there from Talos. I think I'm 34 with, of course, nothing in my enhancements. Definitely verify that very shortly. You know, enhancements are for the weak, right? Boom, there it is. Yeah. That is amazing. All right, well, you know what? We'll just go on socket and see how this works out. I can't see this going wrong in any way. part of the issue I'm going to have is, yeah, because I have no enhancements. My endurance, my stamina ends up being a bit of an issue. Alright, what do we got? We've got blah blah blah. Talos, talk to detective. Peregrine? I could do Peregrine already. Alright, I mean, sure. Wait. First word, no. Nope. Steel Canyon, no. Brickstown. You know what? Let's do Brickstown. Always forget about Brickstown. So we had some drop frames about an hour ago, but they've apparently worked themselves out. Apparently. Alright. Mission to the pastury. Let's talk to the guy. We are going to die mightily. Let's go do so. Oh, back to tails, really? Alright. So I have not played assault rifle ever, and I believe that my secondary device is also one of the ones where I've never actually played it to any length or extent. Which usually makes for a lot of success for me. Regarding, dying horribly. Alright, back to Talos. Over there. So I think my first attack with targeting drone is actually a bonus to hit and damage. So I have to remember to use snipe more often. Believe it or not, I actually leveled this character up the real way by playing in groups. And obviously they carried me a great deal because I have, as you've seen, no enhancements. So, what do we got? We've got full auto, we've got ignite, flamethrower, we've got trip mine, caltrips, smoke grenade. Let's do a smoke grenade. Gun drone. Oh, gun drone. Let's do that. Here you go, boy. All right. Oh, that's right, I have knockback. I feel like I should just walk up here and put this down here. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Some pretty intense looking stealth we got going on here. let's do this. Put the caltrops down here. And I don't have a build up, so we'll just do this. Oh, goodness, that was scary. I'll do you for that. There we go. There we go. Just gonna do that. I'm using strategery. Oh, he died in the kill trips. That was amazing. Good. Gosh darn it. Come here. Come. Let me shoot you. I seem to be invisible right now. Yeah, it's like I just sneak over there and put this down like right about here-ish. Wasn't me. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to put a macro up for not a macro, but a keybind up for caltrops. They are super useful to have on the thumb. Let me see what that is. It is over here somewhere. Martial combat. Something. Caltrops. Here we go. Let's check this out. We'll try this out. Find power button 4, power exec name caltrops. Let's try it. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Alrighty. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Yes. All right, you know what? I could see playing this with some, enhancements. I can see it. Seems kind of entertaining. I know that the damage type, the smashing and lethal, ends up being kind of problematic because everything in the world resists it at some point. I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to put this down here. And maybe caltrop right there. And then what is this? We'll just put a bomb out there. A grenade, I should say. There we go. Feel pretty good about this. Yeah, that's right. This is kind of great fun. I mean, granted, I'm not just steamrolling stuff, but stuff is fun. I'm alright with that. Oh, hosting level 42 hero radio mission. Well, I'm too busy just being a solo hero right now. Super good stealth. Very impressed. So put this here. It's gonna kind of just drop this down here. Wait a minute. Let's see this. Oh, put this trip mine here. And kind of put these out here. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You know. Oh, where did you guys go? Oh, did I not kill him? Alright. It's gonna nestle you deep into the couch. Oh shit. Oh, you piece of crap. You know, this full auto thing, I have to use that more often. The timer comes up pretty fast. Boom. Alright. We're going this way. This way. Orange, you say? Alright, so we will put down trip mine here. Some caltrips right about here. And we'll blow them up like that. And then, did I put the fire down here? Full auto. Oh. I find that to be acceptable. Okay, caltrips again. We'll put I'm just gonna go over here. No, we're good. We're good. Just gonna go over here. The caltrips there. Piece of crap. Put this in there. So, I wonder, does that Ignite have a fear built into it? I'll have to check it out in just a second here. Oh, he died. Oh, what? Oh, piece of garbage. Alright, so Ignite. Well, it doesn't say that it actually causes fear. Alright. Take advantage of that. You know, there are times where I miss the classic MMO where you have 3 people with their backs turned. You have a rogue, and you stun one, you backstab the other, and then to the last one, you just have to take hand to hand. Or you vanish again. One of those 3 things. Alright, well, let's do this. close. Right about here-ish. Some caltrops there. And then I'm thinking this looks pretty good. Well, I like this. Yeah, I think with some enhancements, I think it might be all right. I mean, I think I have 2 blasters that are already level 50. I think. No, I do. I've got, one is fire. And that is Sunder. And then the other one is dual pistols and martial combat. I find that combination to be very, very entertaining. Don't know why I chose that attack out of all the attacks I had. I do think buckshot could probably go away. Although I don't really have much of an attack chain. So maybe not. No attack there. We'll just put that there. Might be getting a little too daring here. Well, I'm currently not losing. Be a stretch to say that I was winning, but I am not losing. That trip might be a lot of fun. I do wish I had a big, gigantic smashing attack right here. We'll just snipe up close. Guy did not even see me. That's right. You didn't see anything. You saw nothing. Oh, what do we have here? Alright, do we just tank this one? Tank. Look like I can tank something. Yeah, we're just gonna tank this one. Put that about there. Right over there. I kind of wish I had buckshot now. Not buckshot, the beanbag. Hey, want some of this? He wants some. Ow. Alright. I'm gonna wait this one out. Snipe. Oh, there's not a snipe. Alright. Oh, we still have one left. Oh, we have. No, there's 2 things there. Oh my god. Alright. Let's go. You can't see me. I'm totally stealthed. Stealth. See? It's stealth. Cannot be seen. Frickin'. Alright. I don't know, maybe I put some thought on this. I could be mediocre. Oh, how did I miss these guys? Goodness. Just put the gun drone out. Holy crap. Put the guy down. Give it to me. There we go. Boom. What? What do you need? Yeah. Yeah, I bet you do. Alright. I'm going to move my chair back. I apologize if you hear some crackling. My connection to my microphone is not always the best. Oh, that went pretty smoothly. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That's stuff right there. Alright, I feel good about that. Okay. Right turn, it looks like. Nothing. Nothing. Alright.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I believe we have another set of elevators across the way there. Let's go find that last scientist. You know, part of the problem I'm having though with this character is when I leveled, all of the attacks have a chance of knockback. Most of them are pretty small, like the slug, I believe. Slug has got a very, very small, like less than a 1 knockback, which means normally it does a knockdown. But my grenade, I mean, that just scatters stuff everywhere. Nope. Nope. Try it. Try it. No, I'm still pretty impressed with it being entirely unsocketed. I think that the little drone thing has got a lot to do with it. Save the last scientist. I'll just look around for the last scientist. Oh, well, there's the last scientist. Okay, alright, alright. So what if I do this? Nope, not that. This. Move this out of the way here. Put this over here. And then, some of these maybe? And then one of these? Oh yeah, there's the stuff. But that do no damage. Anyhow, as I was saying, the knockback ended up being, you know, a bit of a too much of a party trick regarding groups. I mean, I've played enough tankers to know that what I just did there, complete pain in the ass. Spend all of your time neatly gathering things together in one spot, and then you have some blaster come through and blast them to the walls. Do I want to do a bit more? Trip mine is up. It's gonna put it here. They'll never notice it. No, they don't notice it. What if I would put another one down? Oh, he's standing right on it. Okay, how do they know that was me? How'd they know? Caltrops really do mess the EA up though a lot. The computer does not know what to do about caltrops. It's like Rick gas. Just don't really know. Don't know what to do about that. Alright, let's get out of here. Power Lad, what did I do to you? What? Oh, because of knockback? The difference is my knockback doesn't actually kill things. See, if you walk in there and you blow up an entire room, that's not knockback. I mean, it is, but it's a whole different kind of knockback. My knockback does 30 damage and then scatters them all over the place. So, when there's a chance, maybe with... I don't think I get build up in this build. Ever. I don't think. Hold on a second. What is... What the hell was that? Where'd the zombie come from? Oh, I don't know what just happened there. I don't think I ever get build up. I don't. So the problem I have is I can't do enough damage on a blast. Maybe I could once I actually got like incarnates. But that's about it. Talk to Colin Larson, Independent Sport. Yeah, I'm impressed though that you put us in the same category of knockback. Thus, I'm flattered. Actually, I would think that given how little knockback you do on your certain attacks, you must have something slotted for anti-knockback. I mean, the nuke obviously knocks things back, but it also kills them, so who cares if it's knocked back? But you must have at least 3 or 4 other area effect attacks that don't seem like they do that much scattering. Or they also are just killed by whatever you're doing. It could be one of the two. What am I doing here? So you have an endgame build. How did you survive? How did you do regarding leveling? Did you have any issues at all when you couldn't just simply blow up everything regarding groups? Because there's so much knockback in that in energy, which I suppose is good for soloing. But it's almost impossible to socket for it. Because, you know, if you socket for it, then you're just losing a chunk of your damage or recharge or defense or whatever your set bonus is. I have the same problem. I have a very, very young Peacebringer. And so young that, of course, I got unsocketed. That I can't stand alone against targets. And if I group, 2/3 of my attacks are knockback. And it just... And of course, even the attacks then, it's not like I'm taking them out with the attacks. I'm just knocking them back. And I'm thinking, am I actually slowing down the group? Because I'm doing so little damage. What am I doing here? I'm just going to go look around. So I really don't know how to get around that. I mean, Peacebringer isn't... Obviously, it's not the greatest build anyhow. For the AI, open the firewall access. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to get around that regarding grouping. I do my best to try to put them against a wall and nuke them that way. But my positional skills are not epic. I suppose I could just pump some sets into it, and then at least if I knocked back, then they might be killed. But Super Lad, man, it's up to you. I'm not epic. Oop, 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 oop. Sure. Come on, what do you? But anyhow, I'm always curious because I love the look of the power sets that have knockback. I mean, this one's not that great, but like the energy blasters. I love the look and the sound of the Peacebringers, but I can't figure out how to work around that part of it. And it could just be that I need to play better, you know, to not suck as much. I hear something. Goodness, alright. Just gonna... plop that out there. He's got that. Yeah, I don't know. It's not, I'm not fabulous. I love the look of that, though. It's so cool looking. Nothing to see here. Nope, nothing to see. I will shoot you, though. Ah, poop. I will kill trap you. Peacebringer. Is this a single form Peacebringer? Human form? Ah. Gosh darn it. What a pain in the butt. Can I? There we go. Oop. It's gonna put myself over here. It's a lot easier if we just kill him right away. I hear more. Oh, I see it. Are you running without shields too? I guess I'm not really sure. Never played a Peacebringer up past like level 30. think I was trying to work on a triform. But I could never really get into the triform thing. I think I do have really low, super low level super low level one right now, like level 12, maybe 11 or 12. I'm trying again, and this one I'm trying to go single form on. I'm hoping that's going to be a little bit more of a sticker for me. So that's knockback, but they're dead. So here's my knockback. Ready for this? Here we go. See? That's my knockback. Not quite. Oh, there's a dude in there. Quantum. No. So that's my knockback. See, there's a bit of a difference. My knockback is just simply knockback. Not knockback and death. All right. What we got next? Contact. Go back to Brickstown. Which is the monorail is right over there. Brickstown. All right. I am fast. Look how fast I am. I'll put our stealth back on. We missed Zach tonight, and Christina had to leave early. On Earth, blah blah blah, council, yada yada yada. Let's do that. Let's find mission select. Still Canyon. Do I have the teleporter to Seal Canyon? I don't have a long range teleporter. Oh, that'll work. Christina had to boogie out, but not quite an hour ago. So it's been kind of Kind of a lazy night. Oh, and to top it off, and I apologize, in retrospect, I have what's left of pupil dilation going on right now. So, if I miss something, that's gonna be dead end, isn't it? If I miss something, you know why. I just can't see it. See, that time I killed all of them. Oh wait, no I didn't. That was all you. I can afford to put my sprint on. It's a big hit. Oh man, it's right there. Nice. All right, let's do full auto. Full auto. I keep forgetting I have that. I just keep forgetting I have a flamethrower. Oh, wait. Oh, he's dead. It's a big hit. Three scientists left. Dead end. Was there like another way out the other direction? Oh, there is. We'll check it out real quick. Dead end. Ooh. Oh, I hate this room. That's right. That's right. Gonna shoot you. Gonna shoot you. Gonna shoot you. Alright. Got the sneeze coming on. I do miss Kai push when they're up close like that. I don't think I have anything in my secondary that can like do the Kai push, get away from me thing. Oh, is that a... Okay. Got that guy. It's a little big room to go through and not have any results come out of it. Quantums, sneaky bastards. I'd forgotten how frequent they are. Dead-end. It's another one of my not favorite rooms. Alright, let's do this. Oof, oof, oof. Finally. No. Vigilant. Boom. All right. I'm doing an amazing job of taunting. So I am not seeing. Where are we coming from? Oh ho! Nice. Woo, 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 woo. We're out. Just in time, too. Coffee is wearing off on me. Appreciate Power Lad as usual. Always great to hang out and trash you on your knockback. I'm kidding. Trash you on how much better you are at this than I am. Anyhow, we're gonna shut her down for the night. And for everybody who stopped in, thanks for joining the stream. If you subscribed or followed, or if you sent bits or donated or just lurked, appreciate you coming in and choosing us with your time. And hope to see you next stream, which should be tomorrow night, I think. There's a chance it may not happen, but I will do my best. to stream. So we will see how it goes. Check and see who, if anybody, might be around for us to actually take on a raid. All right, what do we got? What do we got? We've got nobody else on. All right. Well, enjoy your night. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully stay warm. And we will see you next time.